Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for a manga I have recently read through, and as you can see here I've also got a couple of graphic novels that I've added into this. So I'll just go through the list of things that I've been reading, and we've got Seven Oaks, which is a graphic novel, World Class, and of course the other graphic novel, which is the Green Lantern Legacy, which covers the character of Tai Pham. Moving into the manga that I have been reading, we have Fist of the North Star, Fruits Basket, Vinland Saga. Moving into House Paradise, including Run on My New Leg, The Adventures of Dai, Volumes 1 and 2, The Breaker, Volumes 2 and 3, Death Note short stories, which was actually pretty good, Hundakun, Volumes 1 to 3, which I'll need to work on getting Volumes 4 to 7. And of course, we have the Guyver series. And yes, this actual Guyver series reads left to right. It's not the original one, but it's one I managed to get a hold of. So, what I'll do is I'll cover the ratings for the graphic novels and then move into the ratings in relation to the manga and the manhwa. The manhwa being this one, The Breaker. So for Seven Oaks, I actually enjoyed it as an interesting story, linking to a sort of like a student that travels overseas and deals with a couple of issues. For it, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. World Class was actually set on a actual person, and to which this actual person is sort of like connected to the world of soccer. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Moving into the Green Lantern Legacy, I really enjoyed this, and I think Ming Lee did a fantastic job with the character of sort of like setting up the legacy of this character and sort of like how he's connected to the Green Lanterns by his grandmother. For this, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Fantastic job. I enjoyed it. And by the way, Tai Pham is actually a Vietnamese character. Moving into Fist of the North Star, Volume 4, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Really nice to catch up with Fruits Basket, Volume 9. I still have to get up to Volumes 12. In other words, 10, 11, and 12, plus the Fruits Basket, another, which has another 4 volumes. So it leaves things for me to pick up in relation to the series. Vinland Saga, I'm not too sure if there's another volume that's meant to be taking place after this, but I really enjoyed this. I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10, and I really hope that they can adapt like up to Volume 12 really well when it comes out into anime form. You know, we are getting second season soon, if not out already. House Paradise, Volume 13. Oh my goodness, this story of House Paradise has been a real journey from first to last volume. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, just for Volume 13. Run on My New Legs. Very interesting story. It starts off with a character that originally participated in sort of like soccer until eventually an accident happened or something happened to him. Leg gets amputated. Now he's tried on soccer, but now things are changing for him, and he now begins to try more so running in like athletic things, so plus also trialing for a new prosthetic. After that, a 7.5 out of 10. Moving into The Adventures of Dai for both volumes 1 and 2, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Moving into The Breaker, this thing just keeps getting better and better. I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10 for both of them. Death Note short stories, and I must admit it had quite a list of short stories in it, which were all pretty good, but overall I'm giving it a 7.5. Hundakun, I want to read more of this series, And I understand that it's connected to the Barakamon, which I'm going to have to get a hold after I finish this series. If anything, it's a story to which it's done in a way to which, yes, it's centered around the character of Handakun, but the way the story is written, it's sort of like written from the people who get to know him perspective. And I think for that it's really interesting. And another manga that's sort of like done things that way is the Mob Psycho 100 Reagan story. For this, I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now that might increase to maybe an 8, almost a 9 when I complete the series. We'll see what happens. And last but not least, we have Guyver. And I must admit, the only criticism that I have with this series is that this series really doesn't tell you which volume comes after the next volume. And that's my smallest criticism. Apart from that, the story in relation to this series is absolutely fantastic. It doesn't matter where you pick up in the story, you'll get something out of it. And I would really love to have the whole set of this, like in the original manga format, in the English, volumes 1 to, well, wherever the hell it is in the series. But what you get in this, and the characters such as Sho, Mizuki, Agito, list continues. There's probably more good guys than what there are villains, though it wouldn't hurt to see a bit of an increase in the villains. And where Armageddon finishes off, it sort of sets off as a bit of a hiatus for the story before returning. So overall, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Well, until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.